Today, we're going to crochet this one. Soft, glutinous goose. The handbag can hold the key. Mobile phones and other small things. There are 2 sizes made here. The Bluetooth headset bag uses 4 strands of milk cotton. The handheld model uses the snowball conspicuous bag, no, 6. It is paired with 5.5mm crochet. First, lock the edge and start the needle, and use the handheld model as a demonstration. After the starting stitches are completed, 13 lock stitches are crocheted. Stitches and return to the penultimate stitch. Here is a thread above the lock needle. Crochet a short needle. Back in order. Crochet a short stitch on each lock stitch. A total of 11 short needles were crocheted. Stitches end. Crochet 3 short stitches in the last stitch. Turn to the other side. On the remaining half of the needle, continue crocheting the 10 short stitches in sequence. End of our hand, crochet 2 short stitches in the last stitch. There are a total of 26 short needles after the first lap is completed. And finally, crochet a lead needle in the first stitch. The second loop first hooks a lock pin. Crochet 2 short stitches in the first stitch. Crochet 10 short needles in sequence at the back. End of our hand. On each of these 3 needles at the corner, crochet 2 short needles. A total of 6 short needles were crocheted. Six stitches end. Turn to the other side. The second half is then crocheted 10 short needles in sequence. End of our hand. Crochet 2 short stitches on each of the last 2 stitches. A total of 6 needles were added in the second circle. There are a total of 32 short needles when completed. And finally, crochet a lead needle in the first stitch. The third loop first hooks a lock pin. Crochet a short needle in the first stitch. Add a stitch to the second stitch. Crochet 2 short needles. Crochet 10 short needles in sequence at the back. End of our hand. Crochet a short needle in the next stitch. Next stitch, add 1 stitch to crochet 2 short stitches. So add another stitch every other stitch. Crochet 3 sets of corners to add a total of 3 stitches. 9 short stitches crocheted. Nine stitches end. Continue crocheting the 10 short stitches in sequence later. End of our hand. Crochet 2 sets on the last 4 stitches. Add another stitch every other stitch. Also, add 6 stitches to this circle. There are a total of 38 short needles when completed. And finally, crochet a lead needle in the first stitch. The fourth lap first hooks 2 lock pins. Crochet a long needle in the first stitch. Continue at each stitch later. Crochet a long needle on each. A total of 38 long needles were crocheted. The next laps 5 to 11. The number of stitches does not change. Each loop is crocheted with 38 long needles. End of lap 11. Lap 12. Crochet a lead needle on each stitch. A total of 38 needles. Cut the line after lap 12. Hide thread. After the body is completed. Next, the crochet handle. First, lock the edge and start the needle. Crochet from the mouth position. Hook a lock needle after starting the needle. Then crochet 6 short needles in the starting loop. 6 stitches end. Crochet a lead needle in the first stitch. The second loop first hooks a lock pin. This circle crochets 6 stitches in sequence. Third lap behind. Also crochet 6 short needles in sequence. End of lap 3. Cut the thread and change the thread to crochet the head of the goose. Restart at the first entry. Hook the line. Hook a lock pin. In the first and second stitches, crochet a short needle on each. In the third and fourth needles, crochet 2 short needles on each. Crochet a short needle on each of the last 2 stitches. Crochet a lead needle in the first stitch. The next laps 5 and 7. So let's crochet it like this. End of lap 7. The 8th lap first hooks a lock pin. First, crochet the 2 short needles in sequence. So we're going to reduce the needles. Hook the thread on each of the 2 adjacent needles. Then the crochet winding goes through all the coils at once. Cut out a needle like this. Later, crochet 3 sets of reduced needles in sequence. A total of 4 needles are subtracted. Crochet a short needle in each of the last 2 stitches. There are 8 stitches left after the circle is completed. End of lap 8. The number of stitches from the 9th to the 25th lap behind remains unchanged. Crochet 8 short needles per circle. Lap 25 completes cutting the line. Set aside a piece of thread for suturing. Next, sew it to the main body. Handle stitched. Let's crochet the goose feet. After the first circle of 6 stitches of goose feet is completed, the second circle first hooks a lock pin. Crochet 2 medium length needles on the first stitch. A lock pin. Hook a lead needle in the next entry. 2 locking pins. In the next stitch, crochet 2 long needles. Two locking pins. Knit a lead needle in the next stitch. A lock pin. Next stitch seduces 2 medium and long needles. A lock pin. Hook a lead needle in the last entry. 3 lock stitches crocheted in the back, in the second, and crochet a short needle on each of the first lock needles. Finally, hook a lead needle in the first entry. Then cut the thread. Processing thread. After the 2 soles of the feet are completed, they will be assembled next. The tutorial of the Goose handbag ends here. See you next time!